The forgotten battles of World War II that changed everything. When we think of World War II, we picture D-Day, the Battle of Stalingrad, or the fall of Berlin. But beneath the headlines and famous moments are battles you've probably never heard of, battles that tipped the scales, changed strategies, and sealed fates. Today, we're diving into the forgotten battles of World War II that changed everything. The Battle of Kohima, the Stalingrad of the East. In 1944, high in the hills of northeastern India, the small town of Kohima became the site of one of WWII's most brutal standoffs. Japanese forces, desperate to break into British-held India, faced off against British and Indian troops in what many call the Stalingrad of the East. The battle was so intense that soldiers fought hand-to-hand around a tennis court. Yes, an actual tennis court that became a front line. For over 2 months, Allied forces held their ground. The victory at Kohima, though rarely mentioned, stopped Japan's advance into India and marked the turning point in the Burma campaign. Operation Bagration, the destruction of the Nazi Eastern Front. While the West focused on D-Day, something massive was happening on the Eastern Front. In June 1944, the Soviets launched Operation Bagration, a campaign so devastating, it wiped out Germany's Army Group Center. We're talking about one of the most destructive offensives in military history. Over 500,000 Axis casualties in just a few weeks. The operation pushed German forces back hundreds of miles and marked the beginning of the end for the Nazis in the East. It was bigger than D-Day, but hardly ever gets mentioned in the West. The Battle of the River Plate, a naval chess game. Let's rewind to 1939. The Battle of the River Plate was the first major naval clash of World War II, and it played out like a high-stakes chess game off the coast of South America. The German pocket battleship Admiral Graf Spee had been hunting Allied merchant ships in the Atlantic, but 3 British cruisers trapped it near Uruguay. After a brief but fierce battle, the German captain scuttled his ship rather than let it fall into British hands. It was a massive morale win for the Allies and a blow to German naval pride, right at the war's beginning. The Battle of Monte Cassino, breaking the gate to Rome. For battles. For months. One mountain. The Battle of Monte Cassino in Italy was a grueling struggle to breach the German Gustav Line and advance toward Rome. The Germans had fortified a historic monastery at the top of the hill, turning it into a fortress. Allied troops from across the world, Polish, Indian, American, British, French, were thrown into wave after wave of assaults. The monastery was destroyed. Thousands died. But in the end, it broke German resistance in Italy and led to the liberation of Rome. World War II wasn't just fought on the beaches of Normandy or in the rubble of Berlin. It raged in jungles, on mountains, and across seas, places history tends to forget. These forgotten battles might not be in textbooks or blockbuster movies, but without them, everything could have turned out differently. If you found this story powerful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more hidden history brought to light. And let me know in the comments, what other overlooked battles do you think deserve recognition?